With this new thrust by government, the RGPF is confident that thieves will be brought to justice.
We are very encouraged by the tools and equipment that we know will be afforded. In the past, you would realize that we operated under serious circumstances of constraints in terms of resources, vehicular, well, don't even speak about technical and mechanical issues. And now that this program promises that, I think it brings great potential.
Even with this die-hard plan to finally seriously attack the problem of pretty larceny, officials believe a multi-sectoral approach is needed where all hands are on deck. The possibility of setting up farm watch groups in communities will be explored under the new strategy.
We shouldn't wait until a farmer reports that his produce is stolen. Someone in a community should be able to, if you see a thief walking in a bag, should be able to call the police and say, this guy, I just see this guy walking down. But you have to involve them, let them know what the implications, and get them on board.
Government is preparing a document that strongly considers amending current legislation on pretty larceny that will introduce a new feature called alternative sentencing.
As opposed to just catching somebody and the magistrate says spend 6 months, spend a year up at Her Majesty's prison, maybe, and it was mentioned today at the lunch, that you have that person go on to the farm we just stole from and do a certain amount of hours of work per day, for a month, for 6 months. Maybe we can look at the whole issue of tagging those persons. You wear a special suit with a name on it, something saying and making the public know who you are. We are thinking about those things. We have to test it.
And if there is an instance where someone knowingly purchases stolen goods, they too will be penalized.
That we want to increase the penalty, that if we can prove that a vendor knowingly purchases from someone who doesn't have a farm, that they get a stiffer penalty. So not just the perpetrator, but the vendors as well.
Already, there has been overwhelming support to the new strategy which has been unveiled.
That is a noteworthy step, it's a step in the right direction, and I'm fully convinced that it can really lead to some tangible benefits in the not too far distant future.
To see the new equipment, I really applaud it. But again, the thieves themselves have the technology too. Part of my thing is, there are farmers themselves who is thieves themselves. And this is a concern within pretty larceny. Because you might look at a farmer and say he's genuine. But on the other hand, he's not genuine.
I believe, having heard that, I believe we then going to be able to make a better move. And the police themselves, having heard that, they will understand what is the role and give the fellows chance to do their work. That was the biggest enemy.
This new initiative, I would have to bring back word to the farmers that it looks good.
I think it's a very good program that is being launched, and we look forward in getting the support of vendors, farmers, and the Ministry of Agriculture and the police. And we're going to have, I think we will be very successful in suppressing pretty larceny in this country.
Well, I've been up from early this morning. Never drink no tea, me never eat no fried dumpling. Never seen no one to strengthen me on me journey. Now me make a change, all of them want to friend me, want to take it all. No, I
am Abigail McIntyre reporting for State of Affairs.
This is the Grenadian reality. This is our current state of affairs.
Stepping off the plane, it's so easy to breathe again. Life in the big city has finally took its toll. And it's been so long, but I'm finally home. And what better place to rest my weary bones than on this beautiful island where there's so much to see. Every corner I turn, there's something there to remind me of my beautiful nation and what it means to me. Not a thing out of place, that's what's special about it. And do you hear? It's the songs the birds are singing. Do you hear?
And now, the lighter side to St. Mark's, where food and culture takes center stage. Officials are going all out to revive the St. Mark's Day celebrations, which just wrapped up in Sunset City, Victoria. Hundreds attended the various activities, particularly the traditional dance on the riverbanks. Steffian St. John's reports on some of the activities and found out that MP Clarice Modeste was in the thick of things.
Welcome to Victoria, Tongue of St. Mark. It is the smallest parish on the island, but the one with the biggest of heart. I am proud to be representing St. Mark, and the persons who are organizing and planning this festival is making sure that it is a success. So join me as we promote community spirit and this product.
Them follow me. I do my play. Them follow me. Neighbor, wake them up and tell them that St. Mark's Day is here. I want neighbor, wake them up and tell them that St. Mark's Day is here. Neighbor, wake them up and tell them that St. Mark's Day is here.
Today is the climax, and we are here to show you the exhibits of what is going on in St. Mark's. And now we are at the farmers market as the St. Mark's Day celebrations continues. I have with me one of the persons at the farmers market. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
May you introduce yourself to the viewers?
My name is Pauline Hostin. I represent the marketing board branch of Sotes St. Patrick's. And they bring plenty stuff, as you may see here, pak choy, pineapple, tomatoes, sweet pepper, bananas, eggplant, lettuce, string beans, carrot, we even have a little ginger.
We are here at the Arts and Craft Market. We have with me a young man. I will let him introduce himself.
Alright, my name is Devon Pierre, straight from Victoria St. Mark's. I do little arts and crafts. Alright, this section here right now is my friend called Jester, but he's not around, so I'm here on behalf of him just to showcase his little talent and little craft, and my section is right here. This is made of bamboo, but this bamboo, you see we have a little grain map on it, like the little ocean, the rock or so, and really a tissue rock. A tissue, for tissue, you can put your meals on it as well if you want it. You understand?
The St. Mark's celebration consisted of many events prior to the climax. This could not be possible without proper organizing and planning. Today was Dr. Judy Dubois, the acting president of the St. Mark's Development Committee. Could you tell us a little bit about the celebration?
Well, this year's celebration is the first of such celebrations that I am spearheading. Actually, we are an interim committee that we put ourselves together to make the celebrations eventful. We had a week of activities that were planned. It began on April 19th with a health fair and the hike to Mount St. Catherine. Actually, that day there were two hikes. One to Mount St. Catherine and the other one was to the waterfall, because you know we have the high fall. And so then of course we had a health fair during that day. Then on Sunday the 20th, which was Easter Sunday, we had our opening ceremony. And that was followed immediately by an explosion. In attendance at our opening ceremony were many parliamentary representatives, parliamentarians, and also in attendance who declared the activities open was our Governor General, Dame Cecile Lagrenade.
And here we have with us the parliamentary representative of St. Mark, the Honorable Dr. Clarice Modeste Cohen.
I feel very happy, very pleased to see that the hard work of the St. Mark Development Committee has paid off. The team led by Dr. Julie Dubois, they really made some effort, and they have revitalized, rejuvenated. How shall I say it? Again, they have renewed the whole St. Mark Day celebration. Because you know, as everything else, when something just starts, it gets a lot of interest. and then over time the interest wanes a bit. And so if they are able to rekindle that interest and fire that people had for St. Mark's Day celebration in a downturn, a time when there's a downturn in the economy, it means that they have done well.
St. Mark's, my second home. I am happy to be here, of course, and that's to say I know that you had an excellent week, but national duties took me away from the country during the peak of your period of festivities. But I say today is the final day, I can't afford to miss it, so I'm here. But I came looking, two things I was looking for: roast corn and fish broth, and I ain't getting none of that. So I realized I come too late. Next time. Thank you all, enjoy yourselves. I love St. Mark's, as you know, this is my home.
Prime Minister, food promotion has always been part of festival like these.
Yes.
Is it consistent with the mission to achieve zero hunger?
Yes, because we are told from a number of standpoints. First of all, if you eat right, you remain as healthy as possible. Also, by eating local, you are encouraging economic activities and strengthening the hands of the farmers, which of course is the mainstay of the agricultural activity in the country. So it has a double meaning to it, and that's why I think it's so important for the young people to understand some of the foreign stuff that we get, and not usually good for the bodies, that the stuff we sometimes stay away from, and sometimes the best for us. So having activities like this and showcasing the local products from the agricultural activities is extremely good for the community, as I say, from a health standpoint and from an economic standpoint.
And there you have it, folks. The place to be during this time of year is right here in Victoria St. Mark's. So viewers, if you haven't yet gotten the opportunity to experience the celebration, don't let next year miss you. Come out to Sunset City St. Mark's and have a fun-filled experience of a lifetime.
Neighbor, neighbor, wake them up and tell them that St. Mark's Day is here. Neighbor, neighbor, wake them up and tell them that St. Mark's Day is here.
And that's our picture this week from the home front. This is the current state of affairs. As we speak, our reporters and producers are gathering more stories from across Grenada, and we will be back here next week to tell them. I am Ron Titus.